Thank you. A very good evening to all of you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this very special concert. Bonsoir et bienvenue à ce concert très spécial. Notre animateur de la soirée est l'un des plus grands acteurs canadiens et une vedette des planches et de l'écran. Would you please welcome our host for the evening, one of Canada's greatest actors, a star of the stage and the screen, the one and only Colm Feore.
Thank you. This is a very meaningful evening for me. It's a privilege to be here with you and the amazing Toronto Symphony Orchestra as we pay tribute in this Canada 150 year to an artist who's played a powerful role in my life, largely because I was lucky enough to play it. I'm talking, of course, about Glenn Gould, who was born here in Toronto, September 25th, 1932. It's hard to believe that Glenn would be turning 85 in just a few days. That is, if we hadn't lost him tragically shortly after his 50th birthday in 1982. En 1993, j'ai incarné Glenn dans le film 32 films brefs sur Glenn Gould. 32 short films about Glenn Gould de François Girard. J'ai eu ainsi l'occasion de me glisser dans la peau d'un être d'exception, un génie authentique, énigmatique, particulièrement brillant, excentrique et éminemment humain. And though I'd always loved Glenn as an incomparable pianist, I also grew to love his brilliant mind, his kindness, his humor, and his deep compassion. That compassion was evident in his bequest to the Salvation Army and the Toronto Humane Society, which has helped alleviate the suffering of countless people and animals since 1982. Même aujourd'hui, Glenn continue d'exercer une fascination dans le monde entier. On lui a consacré 85 livres dans plus de 12 langues, une vingtaine de films, de pièces de théâtre, de ballets, de chansons populaires, d'œuvres d'art, et j'en passe. The world over, Glenn is still adored, debated, and listened to. One thing's certain, he's immediately associated with Canada, and he is perhaps this country's most significant cultural statesman of all time. And so I feel as though Glenn and I go back quite a long way, which makes this a joyful evening for me, as I hope it will be for you too. So, back to the music. It's what Glenn lived for, devoted his life to. 2017 marks the 70th anniversary of Glenn Gould's debut with the Toronto Symphony Orchestra. The TSO was very important to Glenn. Walter Homburger, the orchestra's manager and impresario of the era, also managed Glenn's performing career. So it's fitting and appropriate that we celebrate him with this great orchestra of his lifelong home. Now tonight, the TSO is very pleased to present a world premiere. Kelly Marie Murphy, one of Canada's finest composers, was commissioned to write this piece by the TSO as part of the Canada 150 celebrations. La compositrice a pris très au sérieux la tâche d'honorer Glenn et elle a fait des recherches approfondies. Et tout comme Glenn est allé à la recherche de Petula Clark pour son célèbre documentaire radiophonique, Kelly s'est penchée vers le vrai Glenn. Kelly went in search of the real Glenn, not just the pianist, but the charming, fun-loving, humorous, and insatiably curious man. Ladies and gentlemen, now that you're all settled, please join me in welcoming back to the stage the music director for the Toronto Symphony Orchestra, Maestro Peter Ungen, with Curiosity, Genius, and the Search for Petula Clark.